The African mesomorph. His muscles
when your recordings were always being played, and this is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
What inspires you, man?
Everything, life, nature, words, everything. You inspire
that's
me
beautiful.
too.
You know, sometimes coming and putting together words to make meaning would have to take a lot of thinking. It's just like writing a song, I think, or it just occurs to you naturally.
Yeah, I think it's more natural. I'm a writer. That's what I do, and I write a lot. So I'm being inspired by the things I see, the books I read, and all of that. Yeah.
Talking about books you read, what books do you read?
I'm more into a lot of African books. I read a lot of poetry. I read a lot of even crime books. I mean, criminology and all of that. Yeah. So I'm the story type. I like to tell stories. So these are some of the things that do inspire me.
What inspired the poetry that you just
Okay, so this is a poem I wrote in 2013. It's more about emancipation, freedom, unity, strength, and the Black power and all of that. So that's the whole theme and the whole concept behind it.
I see. I love that.
Thank you so much.
The projection, the strength in the voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I like the way you hit on certain things.
Thank you.
You know, this year, because of the designated year of return, we've seen a lot of blacks, people of African origin, either in the diaspora because of slavery or perhaps their parents migrated, etc., who have come to the motherland, as they call it. And as a result of that, there seems to have been some reawakening in them a lot. But many of the reactions I've had with people who live out there, who tend to associate with them, say that they seem to have this disconnect with us when they come in. Why is that?
You know, I think that is very logical. I mean, if you've not lived in a particular place at a certain point in time, coming in and adjusting would be very, very difficult. I mean, it's the whole culture shock. You know, you come to Ghana and there are some things people are doing. People are balancing headpans on their head and you're like, oh wait, how did the person do that? You know, so I think it's the whole culture shock. Because this is my first time coming into Ghana. It's just the same as traveling to, let's say, Morocco or other parts of the world, and you know, you go in and you have to do certain things that you are not really used to. So I think it's just the whole culture shock around it. Yeah.
And they also add that we don't seem to appreciate what they appreciate. So, for example, T.I., or let's say Steve Harvey will go to the slave castles and they'll shed tears. You know, they're very emotional about that story of the African being transported into the diaspora because of slavery. And Naya and I will go there, Kangpe.
No, I'm sorry, I'll get emotional.
Well, hey.
Yeah, I'll also get emotional.
You also get emotional. I won't get emotional.
Why
I've been there
would you
several
get
times.
emotional?
You don't. I just take it as part of history.
Yeah,
you know?
well, I think
but that's how they feel. They also feel that we don't seem to associate with what they connect with when they come.
Because I think it's as much as a cultural difference. You know, for them, you know, they are descendants of what we see in the castle and all the drama and everything, the tragedy and everything that happened. So we lived here and we never experienced it. So in life, if you've not experienced something, the way you react to it would be different. So I think it's the cultural differences, yes, surrounding the whole.
Do you think they enjoy it when they come here?
Yes, they do. I used to work in a study abroad program. CIEE is a cultural exchange program. And when they come here, the energy and the vibe, you know, you're coming to a land where about 100% of people you see around are black people, people who have the same skin color and all of that. So I think they're really happy, and there's good food, there's good music, and there's wonderful people who want to have fun. So yeah, they are happy.
You got anything?
There's this related issue about us and our reactions to the cultural arts. As in whether it's painting, spoken word, or maybe written books about our history, etc., that we don't tend to appreciate.
Oh yes, I mean,
and I don't know what reactions you've observed to your work.
Oh yeah, in Ghana, art is not really much, you know, appreciated, but in other parts of the world, it's very much appreciated, and I wouldn't say it's the kind of, you know, energy around the Ghanaian people. Ghanaians are more reserved,
or very latent,
laid back. You know, they don't even want to go out after 12 midnight and all of that. But I recently traveled to Moscow, and I was being honored by the Institute of Foreign Literature in Russia, and my book is the first Ghanaian book to be in that library in the whole of Russia. Yeah, thank you so much. So being honored in such a way, I think, it's a plus. But in Ghana, I don't get that, you know, feedback, because people are very laid back. They don't even want to go out at night and all of that. So I think it's the culture of the people that really, you know, comes into consideration when we are talking about issues like this. Yeah.
We'll take a quick break, and when we're back, she's going to give us more. And welcome back from the short break. We still have Sabuki here. You're about to hear something rhythmic, words carefully chosen and crafted that will set you thinking, words that will set your heart at peace, and words that will make you want to do something different and revolutionary. Now there's Sabuki again with some great rendition.
They say I scream. They say I'm loud. They say I scream. Yes, I know I'm loud. Now I scream not because the vein on my brain is fractured, not because I have a submarine of words on my thick tongue to share with my listeners. I scream because there's a lot of hurt in here guarded, iced, caked, tough. Not even the biggest submarine in the world can have it worded. I scream because I don't have the right to speak. When I want to stand and spit out what rightfully belongs to the Ekweg Bemi Sala at the Malata market, you know? You cannot rob me of my confidence and clothe me with shyness, your royal highness. I plead with your indulgence. The fact I'm a woman doesn't mean mine is keep staring, putting 24/7 in the kitchen. The fact I have a hole between these great walls of China does not mean mine is to allow any testogenous carnivore to enter my territory. Don't even attribute my screaming as hereditary. I scream because I am tired. Tired of being oppressed, depressed. Just because my big mouth will not stop advocating for women empowerment, I scream because I have a dream that one day every woman will speak with power and confidence without being called a bitch. So next time, if you see me screaming like a lunatic who just broke free from an asylum, please don't be quick to judge me. Sabuki, the Black Mouth, speaks. Thank you.